Hey y'all. Happy Friday. You're in Let's Talk About It. If this is your first time in Let's Talk About It, welcome. And if you've talked it and chopped it up with me before, welcome back. Um, Baby, we got plenty tea. We got plenty tea on today. Um, Plenty of tea to get into, plenty of things to talk about. Um, just a little drinky drink. Just a little taste, a little something. Um, but yeah, we gotta talk about the our good old friend, the Kardashians. You know, we can't stop talking about them. We gotta touch on Drake a little bit. Is Bay in jail? Um, we gotta get into our girl Lizzo. Had album came out today, but not only did her album come out, but a clip from her Breakfast Club interview came out, and we gotta talk about that too, honey. Things are things are quickly hitting the fan and going downhill around here. But we got all kinds of things to get into. So y'all, it's a gnat. I know y'all don't see it, but it's in here. There's a gnat. Nevertheless, um, so where we gonna start? We're gonna start this thing off right. Where we gonna start at? With let's get the Kardashians on out the way. So I know you heard that a good girlfriend Chloe is having a baby with Tristan, a baby boy. If you didn't know, via surrogate. Maybe imagine having enough money that you just like, you know what? I don't want no baby weight. Like, no medical reason other than vanity. I didn't have all this work done. You're not about to put another baby in me and have me having to gain weight, lose weight, carry this baby. Imagine having that kind of money. But nevertheless, we here now. Um, so the rumor on the street is allegedly the baby could be here or due any day now. Um, what I want y'all to do is your math, because they're also saying that this was something that her and Tristan decided to do in November before the cheating scandal in December. But if the baby is like due now, then that timeline isn't working for my 40 weeks of gestation from kind of what I know. But again, this it just might not be my business. But also, the rumor on the street is that Kim, her sister, actually sort of leaked it. So then Chloe had to go to people and give an actual statement and clear it all up because maybe Kim didn't leak it right. Um, it be your own family. It really do. It be your own family. Y'all, just a side note. This is a little margarita that I made that I'm not supposed to be drinking, but whatever. It's Friday and we here now. Stacks in the building. What's up, Stacks? But so yeah, let's talk about it. Let's get into it. So she had to come out. She wasn't really ready to come out. And apparently, she didn't really even tell her family, and even goes further as people saying she didn't even tell Tristan. She's saying that she wanted to protect the privacy of her surrogate. But as we know, Kim has had surrogates and we don't know who they are. And so I feel like that's BS. I'm going to call BS on that. But the rumor is Tristan didn't even know. So I don't know. Y'all think on that because I don't really know how that works. But hey, they're saying it's happening now. They're saying it was before the scandal. She really wanted to have another child with the same man. Like, what does that prove? Like, what does that show? Because I mean, if we really try to just really dig in, and you already had the kid out of wedlock, so does it matter if it comes from the same guy? That we are all in consensus that is a cheating trash bucket, unless he's not a cheating trash bucket, unless they're in an open relationship and my man's is doing what my man's is doing because it is okay for them to do, but they don't want to actually put it out there because she feels like she will be judged and made to feel some kind of way. I'm gonna let y'all sit on that. Because why else? Why else would you stay with the foolery and BS? Chloe not that dumb. She's not that gullible, baby. And let's keep it all 100. And Tristan not that fine. So, and I'm gonna be real honest. He does not give BDE. Something tells me he is not slanging that wood. So they have an open relationship. I'm convinced. But all of this is happening. And if Kim really did out her sister, then she's even more trifling than I already feel that she is. Is it to overshadow the fact that allegedly the federal government has suspended her Skin by Kim trademark? A lot of funny business going on with the trademarks. That's what they saying. That's the word in the street. Don't shoot the messenger. Did she put this so we can be shining all of this light on Chloe and not looking at Kim? Also, Kim is not getting so many rave reviews on the skincare as it is. As we know, it's over $600 for a bundle. Come on, Darshima White. Let's talk about. We really about to talk about it. For her skincare, that's not even getting great reviews. Let me tell y'all. I'm gonna digress for just 1 second. I can guarantee you, I'm not spending $600 some odd dollars for skincare. This is not sponsored. I'm about to share with you guys the moisturizer that I use and believe very strongly in. You see that? Murad. Daily moisturizer, SPF 30. I use this every day, face and neck. I just bought a new one. That's why it's in this. This little bitty tube lasts me about a year. And I'm not gonna lie, it's $65, $62. I felt like that was pricey as hell, but it's amazing. 600, like I barely want to spend that, but this works great for me. It's amazing. It is mind-boggling to me how the Kardashian supporters are knocked down, blind, going to support it hardcore. Like, it's like I would love that type of support. I really would. I really would. I think it would be better suited because I'm way more decent of an individual. But that's just a personal, you know. Let's talk about how T-Pain had the nerve to say that Tupac would be eaten alive by today's rappers. What? Let's come back. We got to talk about that. Let's come back to that. Hold that thought. Let me finish this Kim Kardashian foolishness. Trademark suspended, but I did do my research. I went to the patent website. I did the search. It did have several trademarks on there. Two were dead that were self, they did their self. I didn't see a suspension. So I can't confirm or deny the validity of that. That's just the rumor on the street. I tried to do my part. I still saw it. I also went to the skin website and went as far as putting in a payment. Didn't complete it, but you are still able to buy it. So it hasn't been a cease and assist on selling the skincare because you are still able to buy it. The website is still up. I did not see the trademarks that I saw were active. So again, this supposedly happened Thursday, so it's Friday. It could not be in there, but that's just the word on the street. Um, First of all, let's go. Let's run this back. Let's run this back. We got to run this. Let's talk about T-Pain had the nerve to say that Tupac would be eaten by today. Who? Yeah, yeah. Who? What rapper? What rapper hot right now gonna eat up Pac? Because one thing about Tupac, I can, I'm willing to bet money that I can't win or prove, but he would have evolved with the times. And no, like T Pain sounds crazy. He do. He do. I can't think of one new school rapper. Like there are some people that I feel like would go with him. Like I feel like Jadakiss would go with him. I feel like, there's some people that I feel like, would go with him. Eating alive? You sound crazy. But I'm biased. Tupac is my all-time favorite. So I might not be the one for this conversation because that sounds absolutely the disrespect. Okay? Nobody. You can't name one. Give me one. Give me one rapper that would smoke Tupac. A relevant rapper of today's time. What y'all gonna drill him to death? Like it, man. This how my blood pressure get high. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna be this tequila hitting. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. When the tequila hit. Yeah, that sounds ridiculous. But what else sounds ridiculous? Our boy Orlando Brown. This is what I am going to challenge y'all to do. That whenever you see a clip of an interview, never just watch the clip. I watched that whole 25-minute interview, and when I say it was absolutely hilarious, it was all like a joke. They were being very funny. Um, and so that's what that was. And out of the whole interview, that little part went by so quick and it was like on to the next thing. I encourage you, look it up on YouTube, watch the full interview. It is hilarious. Like I laughed the whole time. It was very much not real. They were very much laughing, joking, saying just anything. He was like something about Raven, and he was like, "I think you're Raven. I think you're Raven Simone." Like it was just really funny, and I can tell that he was very much in his right mind. And I hate that one little excerpt is all that we saw. Now this interview has over 2.2 million views in 2 days. So there are definitely people that want to go see this whole thing and realize, okay, this was all in fun. Very much in his right mind. I hate that everybody want to just automatically put my guy on drugs. Like, nah, he was very sane. He didn't. Um, I still think he's very much safe, very not on drugs. So, just go watch the full clip, the full interview, so y'all can laugh and be entertained. Um, let's see. He's just trying to be relevant because these young rappers don't appreciate the older rappers who put in work, and they don't. They don't appreciate it, and they just don't pay homage enough for me. Yes, he was messing with them. Exactly. I'm on the shade room and I'm reading the comments and I'm like, dang, like we want to take this man down so quickly. And I know it's like sounds like a cliche, like, but we don't know the context. Like, but we really didn't know the context if all you saw was that clip. But baby, watch that interview. Now, I was woke up out my sleep the other day. Somebody texted me and was like, oh my God, Drake is in Switzerland and he is in jail. What? What you mean? Because I go get back out to jail. It's nothing. I got a passport. I catch a flight. Bail money on deck. Lucky for me, it wasn't true. Drake is not in jail. Just FYI. Drake is not in jail. But speaking of taking things and not having them in context, this very well could happen with this next situation. So let me pull up this clip. Hold on. So apparently, our girl Lizzo, who did come out with an album today, I really liked it. It was very well done. Gosh, it gave me so many feelings. It made me feel like she was all the things that she's been going through. Like she said, it took her 3 years. She made over 100 some odd songs, and she picked 13 of her favorite, and they're, love, about all kinds of things. But she's on the Breakfast Club, and this is what. Let me see. It's not pulling up. Let me pull it up this way. See if y'all can hear it. So she's on the Shade Room, or not the Shade Room, the Breakfast Club.
Funny.
This is what she has to say.
Last 10 years.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think a traditional, relationship scares me for 10 years, but love is forever. I can love somebody forever.
I want to hear more. What does a non-traditional relationship look like to Lizzo? I don't even like to say words like non-traditional, traditional. What is a relationship?
It's like monogamy, I think, to me, is a little claustrophobic. I think because there's the rules. I think a love relationship that's not monogamous has no rules. And I think people who do poly and all that stuff, there's still rules. It's like, well, you can see this person, but you can't see this person. I don't want any rules, but that doesn't mean I'm out here sucking and ducking, and you know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean he is either. It just means that there's just no expectations.
Yeah.
And that way the love gets to just be he's funny, yeah.
So that's what we doing out here? We just out here loving and living and not having any expectations and not having no boundaries. Not be careful because our fans are just as bad as Beyonce. They can bring it because I love me some Lizzo. I enjoy her album. I felt her pain. I felt like I was going through whatever she was going through when those songs, I felt like I was in it with her. But that shit right there. So we out here just wanting to love and be loved. No boundaries. No expectations. We just out here willy-nilly. Oh, okay. Because baby, what I call that is a situationship. But honey, you're not in no relationship, good sis. You have no expectations. You have no boundaries. There's no monogamy. You got a friend with benefits. You're in a situationship. And there could be very much love there, and you could very well do that forever, 10 years, and you can see it. To me, I feel like there's some type of commitment issue there. And like she said, it scares her. So Is this how she's going to feel forever? Probably not. Is this how she feels right now? Obviously, because she said it. But what got me was the amount of people under the comments that was with the shits. Like, are you like, am I the only one? Like, everybody with the shits? Don't nobody want no boundaries? People are changing their definition of relationships. And I absolutely understand that. And as long as it works for you and yours, do you. Do you. But it's mind boggling to me how many people just want a willy-nilly situation, like no boundaries and no expectations. And I just wonder, like, how does making future plans work? Do you plan on being willy-nilly forever? It's not okay though. Like, I just, and the one thing about it, and two things for sure, marriage isn't for everybody, monogamy isn't for everybody, but it's just crazy to me. It was like that, there was so many people like, yes, it's, yeah. And I'm wondering, have we gotten to the point where we have decided to settle for this situation because we haven't been able to find the person that we want, the person that doesn't cheat on us, the person that we don't cheat on, the person that we really want to be monogamous with and live the rest of our life? And so we almost feel like, yeah, it's not real, it's a fairy tale. I've given up. Like, are we out here giving up and just willing to accept these situations because they're easy and they're fun, probably, and you're sick of failing or not finding what you really want? Like, that's how I felt for that. Like, I felt like there was some type of, like, you've given up. You've just said, fuck it. No boundaries. I don't want no rules. Even if it's poly, there's rules. Like, you just really don't want no rules. I'm gonna tell you, how do you grow if you don't have expectations and goals? And if you don't have expectations and goals, and there's no growth, what are you doing? Like, what's the, like, are we just tolerating and being around somebody? There's a gnat, and it's fucking killing me. Are we just tolerating somebody because we want somebody to love, and we want to be loved, and we want to laugh, and we want to have that person, and we're so hung up on having that person that we're willing to not have expectations or boundaries just so I can have that person around, so I can laugh, and so we can go out and we can kick it? But I don't trust them to be monogamous. I don't trust myself, maybe. But if I don't put any rules on it, I can't get let down and I can't get hurt. Like, so somebody help me. Help me make sense. Sir, yes, I talked about Orlando Brown and you missed it. But let's talk about it. Like, somebody help me make it make sense. And I just may be seeing it from a very biased pair of eyes. And I think the part that bothered me the most is because I could very much relate to this when I was younger. When I was younger and I was really about that life. When I didn't trust myself. Like, when I was about that life and I just really wasn't trying to be with anybody. I just wanted to have fun, do me, what have you. I was on this type of time. But I grew out of it. And I'm like, yo, Lizzo grown as shit. Like, she grown. She's not 24. She grown. How old is Lizzo? Maybe I should have Googled it. But no, seriously, like, and the people under the comments that was really about that life, that was really on that type of time. Is that where we are right now as a society? Are we breaking the shackles of what was once what we were supposed to do, the type of relationship we were supposed to have, the goals we were supposed to have, and now we just want to have somebody around for the moment, and it doesn't matter if what they do, what I do, and there's no boundaries and there's no expectations, and when I hear no expectations, I hear no goals. Like when I hear someone say, "Oh, there's no expectations," and I know expectations and goals aren't the same thing, but when I hear that, that's where I go. Like we just out here. We wow. Just out of courtesy, why do we have to do what society wants us to do? We don't. And speaking of that, let's talk about real quick our boy. We're gonna come back to Lizzo comment, but let's talk about our boy Nick Cannon. Had that post with a young lady that I'm doing what y'all want me to do. I'm getting married. Bro, let me tell you something. Let my fiance come out to the world saying we engaged with some bullshit like that. He'll be single right after the post. He gonna take the shit down because I'm done and done. Not what, but everybody thinks it's for a role. It's not real. He's in maybe the Bahamas somewhere, Turks and Caicos, somewhere with one of his baby's mother. And she was like, "Yep, I'm here with my newly engaged baby daddy. No, it's not me. I think it's real. I really think it's a joke. I don't think it's real. The post was disrespectful if it was real." Michelle says, "I see that a lot." And we're going back to the Lizzo conversation about the comment and just having no boundaries, having no expectations, no goals, just having a person with you for the moment. But how often do we think about what happens after that moment is done? Where are we after that moment is over? Now we sad and we either need that person to come give us more of their time, but that's an expectation. Like, I really expect you to not put me in a place where I feel alone. Like, I feel like there's some expectations that you're putting on yourself that you're just not, I don't know. You're just not sharing that with that person or making it their problem. You're internalizing it. It's a lot. This is a lot here. I think some people use that through process as a protection from getting hurt. I do also agree that could very well be a defense mechanism. It could be a way of coping. When this makes me think of somebody would say, "Women ain't shit, men ain't shit." End up in situations like that. Yeah, I was like, what the hell? Not what's wrong with me. What's wrong with me? It's fresh, new, and not the norm. Understand? No, I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. And not having boundaries and expectations in a situationship is not new or fresh. If that's what you're talking about, that's exactly what the hell a situationship is. I feel like even in an open relationship, there is still a level of boundaries. There's still a level of expectation. Like, to think of having a true relationship or situationship or interacting with an individual, especially being on a sexual basis and falling in love, because the key to all of this is she said that she just wants the love to reign true. That when you love someone, they just don't treat you bad. Okay, anyway. You can't tell me that you're going to love somebody for 10 years and have no expectation or goal for the future for you two as one. Then you're just loving to love for the sake of love. You saw it. I saw it on the screen. Y'all see that? It's just, this shit's annoying. It's doing it on purpose. I know y'all see it. Then forget sex. Get you in trouble. Good sex will. Yeah. You make bad decisions behind some good deed. I've done it. Baby, you'll make really bad decisions. You'll put up with bullshit. You'll forget about shit on some good D. I already know it. I'll get married at 55. Listen, y'all. This between us, okay? I'm thinking I'll get married at least by 42, I'm thinking. And if I'm not married by 45, it's not happening. If I'm not married by the age of 45, I'm going to be footloose and fancy free and fucking. Yeah. I said it. I overshared. Yeah. I did. Speaking of oversharing and BDE and slanging wood. Baby, that doggone Keven Gates. I'm gonna interview him one time in my life. Have you seen baby Carisha, our good girlfriend, Young Miami, interviewed Keven Gates on her new show, and she didn't know what to do with that. She didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do when I was watching it. This man is wild, but it's something like mad sexy with it. Like, I can see why you get away with this BS. I can. Yeah. Keven Gates is out of control. Whoo, child. Well, one day I'm gonna interview our guy one day. But listen, y'all, is that time? Is it time for me to bid you adieu, honey? We have talked about it. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have plenty to talk about next week. Y'all be safe. Of course, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. Hit my DM on Instagram if you come across some tea you want me to see. And I want to see it. Definitely let me know. But y'all, hey, until next week. Bye.